Hi everyone, welcome to this month's episode of Meet the Team. In today's video, I'd like to introduce you to Mike McMillan. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, are you ready to get started?
I hope so.
Okay, start with an easy question. We're going to start with your role. What do you do here at DSM?
I am a technical account manager. So in essence, we work with our clients to try to help them solve their business problems with technology.
That's great, very important role. And now, how long have you been with DSM?
That's a scary question to ask. I can be reminded because my middle daughter is 29 and she was, I think, 3 months old when I started, so 29 years.
Wow, that is quite some time.
And you are? I'm supposed to ask a girl that.
Right.
So you
31, I was two.
You were pretty small at that point in time.
A little up to your knees, maybe.
Right.
Okay, what would you say is the most exciting part of your job?
Helping people. I think all my life, I think that's what I've tried to do is, as a business, we obviously profit, but when you can solve a customer's issue in conjunction with aligning the technology, for me, that's the most exciting part, is just helping them with their business problems.
Yeah, that's great. What was the first job you had?
My first not full-time job, I was 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
My grandfather told me that if anybody asks, make sure you tell them that you're 12.
Oh, because 12 was okay at the time.
12 was okay at the time.
Gotcha.
So I'm guessing that it was because of Social Security.
Right.
But my first job with benefits would have been the Navy.
Okay. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. It was
Very
a
admirable
lifetime
job.
ago, but you're welcome.
At least 29 years ago.
At least 29.
Right. Okay, when you're not working, what are some of the things that you like to do?
Well, Disney, we've got a 5-year-old grandbaby, and so, being park pass holders, we sometimes just go and endure the heat. And this time of year was just getting a little bit cooler. So anyway, that's what we like to do, and just Jeep rides with the top off. Love to do that.
That's great. What is your favorite Disney park?
I don't have a favorite one, really.
Oh, wow.
You live vicariously through your kids, and it's what they like to do, because it's roller coasters and so forth, really. I like it, but not as much as I did when I was younger. So It's what the kids want to do, and we just follow suit. Food-wise, Epcot.
Of course.
And that's why I've hit the 200-pound threshold.
We don't need to talk about that.
So,
nobody knows.
So anyway, it's my wife's fault.
Yes, blame your wife. That's right. Okay, what accomplishments would you say you're proudest of?
From a personal level, watching my kids grow up into adulthood and be productive is probably the most amazing thing to watch.
Yeah.
And that they actually do come back sometimes and ask for your advice.
Oh, wow.
Not that my advice is always taken.
But they ask.
But they ask. From a DSM perspective, one of my most proudest moments is when we won the state contract for disaster recovery. We used a methodology that I had developed, and with all the bidders and whatnot, we didn't think it was even feasible, and it was a game changer. So I'm most proud of that, I think.
Yeah, that was great for our business, certainly. Okay, you've mentioned your kids a couple times. How many kids do you have?
3.
And grandbabies?
2. So we do have a new addition. Her name is Harper. She's, I think, about 4 weeks old now.
Yeah.
She came early. And my wife and I got to go up and spend, we actually worked while I was there, which is amazing to be able to be in Alabama and still be productive and work. But,
right.
And we're now trying to schedule another trip to go back.
Of course.
And get some baby sugar. I'm hoping that I can get back my smell before then, because baby smells. I don't know about y'all, but I just love baby smells.
Yes. In a switch of subject, we have our DSM DNA traits, and I'm going to ask you which one or two you identify most with, and I'm just going to remind everybody of what they are. Sure. Innovative, community-minded, transformative, delighting, honorable, fun-loving, and smarter, not harder.
So I like the innovation side of things, where we can use technology to solve business problems, which is really cool. And over the years, being in the data center business, as long as we have virtualization, virtual disaster recovery, the automation of that, I just love that kind of stuff. So that's one of my favorites as it relates to DSM. And then community-minded. We have raised a ton of money for United Way over the years. I'm also a pastor, so helping people is a big part of what I do on the weekend. And I think that when you can engage and make investments in the community, it's always a good thing.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to move into our lightning round.
Okay.
Quick questions, quick answers.
All right.
Okay, so we have a lot of people that like to travel fast in their cars. What is the fastest you've ever traveled in a car?
It would have been with David, about 100 miles an hour probably.
Okay, not on a track?
Not on the track.
Yep. Okay, that tracks.
It was scary, and I survived.
Yes. A few of us have been in that ride and lived to tell the tale. Thank goodness. Okay, what is your go-to lunch meal?
This is kind of a funny question because I can't even remember the name of the restaurant. It used to be called Curly Tails. It's in Bartow, and because their name is terrible, I can't remember it.
Is it barbecue?
They do barbecue and seafood.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of an odd mix.
That is a very odd mix.
They've got some phenomenal chicken wings.
Okay, very good.
Something city. Anyway.
Right. Okay, in the last 10 years, what was your favorite trip?
Jack and I went to, and our wives, we all went to Ireland together.
And that is not Jack the dog.
Jack Trantham and Michelle and Wendy and I. And by far one of the most, I think part of the fun was because they were there with us.
Right.
Jack also being here 29 years this month, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a phenomenal trip.
That's awesome. Okay, what is your favorite color?
I'll go with blue because it's the color of my wife's eyes.
Oh wow, that turns sweet, but
And
also
my $3. So, but anyway, I really like blue.
you and almost every other person that's been on this
And
show.
my Bronco that I don't know that ever will come in will be blue.
Blue as well? Okay,
So
great.
I'm excited about that. It may be 2025, but anyway, we're waiting.
Right, but it'll still be like model year 2022.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, probably in 1999.
Right, that's right. They've just put some polish on it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
they just anyway.
Yeah. Okay, if you could trade jobs with one person at DSM, who would it be?
Jack, because we do the same thing.
Okay, well that means that you're doing the right thing then. You just switch for the same job.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could have any other occupation, what would it be?
I love ministry. I like doing speaking engagements. So motivational speaking would probably be something that I would enjoy doing. I do it every week on Sundays, but
Right.
probably more fun to do it more often.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, what's something you want to do that you've never done before?
I want to go to countries. We went to Ireland. I want to just continue to travel. I think traveling is a lot of fun, and so traveling would be something. I've done it before, but that's something I want to make sure I continue to go to places I've never done. And one of the rules that we passed is try to eat food we've never eaten before. So that changes it up a little bit.
Absolutely, it does. Okay, if you could pick up a new skill in an instant, what would it be?
I think I'd be a pilot.
Oh, that's cool. Yes, I wanted to be a pilot as well, but I would have wanted to do it more in like the Air Force sense, like cool planes. I don't want to just like lug people around in like a commercial.
Yeah, I don't know that I care to do that. I was on an aircraft carrier, so I have seen Harriers come down and land, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, I think I'll stick with just a prop plane.
Okay. All right, this is the last question. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
That is very good advice.
Yeah, and I don't think it ever ages.
Unless you want to be treated poorly, in which case, don't treat people that way.
True that.
All right, well, that's it for this month's episode of Meet the Team. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Of course, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye.